Hey everyone, I hope you are having a wonderful time. Today I'm going to share my experience of comparing these three decks in my system using this JBL L100 Classic 75th Anniversary Edition, which retail for $5,500 US, and this Denon PMA S611. This is a JDM only model which retail around $4,500 to $5,000, and using the Sony HAP-Z1ES music server which retail for $2,000, and using Mogami XLR cables, Oya Ide Neo Class A USB cable connected to Sony music server. That Sony music server internet deck is totally bypassed and only feed in the signal through USB cable to these decks. All of these decks are connected to power distributor right behind me using standard power codes. SU10 offer 7 digital inputs, MQA-CD, MQA-CD transport compatible, as well as native DSD and PCM playback. If you need that volume control, these two offer that. And this D90SC offers 6 digital inputs, so one less than this SU10, which has a USB-C digital input. Dynaphilips Aries 2 offer 5 digital inputs, USB, 2 coaxial and 2 optical digital inputs. They all feature RCA and XLR outputs. So this SU10, D90SC, these decks are fully balanced design, and they are in very much comparable price range in $1,000 or less digital to analog converter that you can buy today. I started my audition with the Dynaphilips Aries 2. I play a lot of music that I'm used to. Dynaphilips Aries 2 can provide you with very good stereo image and very precise instrument placement and three-dimensional soundscape and sound staging, as well as very good stereo image, like singer is right here in the middle. Then when I switch over to this D90SC, what I can notice immediately is a bit louder, like 3 to 5 dB louder. Soundstage is a bit wider compared to Dynaphilips Aries 2, but the notes are a little bit more sharper, more a little bit not area. It's like more space between the notes, but it a little bit, what do you call it, more transparent sound. So that's the one thing that I can notice immediately. So that's the difference between this Dynaphilips Aries 2 and this top-end D90SC. It can be very enjoyable with the right pairing. So if you are looking for really good frequency response, good neutral sounding transparent DAC, D90SC will be a great option for you to have. Going back to this Dynaphilips Aries 2, what makes it different between D90SE and this Aries 2 is airiness and like incredible musicality. Dynaphilips Aries 2 is my go-to compared to this D90SE. If you want to know real sound signature of your system, then this D90SE can provide that, because that's the nature of this deck. That's what they are designed for. So that is my experience going back and forth with this two deck. Then I switch over to SU10. So as soon as I switch over to SU10 from D90SE, what I can notice is much darker background compared to D90SE, and notes are more elevated, more space, more three-dimensional kind of notes with better stereo image, soundscape and soundstage. It comes at you really wide soundstage with really good immediacy compared to D90SC, and it has a slight warmish sound signature in overall frequency range. Particularly, it's noticeable in mid-range and upper mid-range area. Instrument separations and details and nuances, everything. I mean, micro detail, all of these decks can produce that, but depending on your system pairing and depending on your preference, if you are looking for a good sounding deck, you can choose one of these and you will totally enjoy your music all over again. So that is my experience. This SU10 is like a good balance between D90 SE and Aries 2. Bass notes are more pronounced compared to D90 SE, deeper. Because of that, it influences the overall sound signature. It has a tiny bit of warmness to overall frequency range. But this D90 SE has a good bass quality too. For instance, I was listening to Anita Meyer, Blue Bayou track, which has the rolling bass lines going across the whole song. So that bass line is more noticeable a little bit more noticeable with SU10 than the D90 SE as well as Dina Phipps Aries 2. So, but it has a slight warmish sound signature all over the frequency range, which makes it more enjoyable compared to this D90 SE in my system. In my opinion, if you want Delta Sigma DAC, this SMS SU10 is my personally, recommended to you because it has a good musical sounding sound quality that you can enjoy listening to. But if you want very good transparent sound, this D90 SE is very good choice. If you want smooth and engaging tonality with really good stereo image, this Dina Phipps Aries 2 is a great buy. If you want best stereo image out of 3, this Dina Phipps Aries 2 is great buy as well. So in my system, listening all of my favorite music, comparing these 3 decks, in the end, I prefer and I choose Dina Phipps Aries 2 to be my number 1 choice, SMS SU10 to be number 2. This D90 SE from Top-In is my number 3 position. That is according to my taste and my personal preference. Your taste may be different than mine. If you want really good transparent sound, don't look any farther. Go with D90 SE. If you want really engaging tonality with very good high-end, high-quality, hi-fi sound quality, as well as, like you are listening to very good analog high-resolution setup, this Dina Phipps Aries 2 is great buy and great choice, as well as my favorite out of these 3. But SU10 has a good tonality, nice and rich sound color and signature, as well as giving you really good dark background with really good stereo image. It may not be as good as the Dina Phipps Aries 2 in terms of the stereo image, but it's there. Okay, not too far behind. I can totally enjoy listening to it. So if you need a lot of digital inputs, let's say you need 2 USB digital inputs, and if you need MQA CD and MQA CD transport compatible, the SU10 is great option for you to have. Personally, I'm not really big fan of my DAC having volume control. So I just want to have a proper DAC, which is like this Dina Phipps Aries 2, which is why it may have best soundscape and stereo image. So when it's come to depth, this SU10 is the deepest of 3, okay? Dina Phipps Aries 2, almost the same, slightly less. D90 SE, slightly less, but much wider soundstage. So those are the most noticeable things. But precision notes, instrument separations, they are very good choices. Okay, they each offer really good performance. You just need to choose based on what you need, what is your preference and your personal taste. Most importantly, synergy with your system. If I have to choose one for my everyday music listening, I would choose Dina Phipps Aries 2 as my number 1 choice, SMS SU10 number 2 choice, and D90 SE from Top-In is number 3 choice. That is my personal preference in terms of sound quality and synergy with pairing component in my system, which is most important thing that many reviewers tend to forget. All I'm going for is the synergy, how well they pair with my components. That is the make it or break it, because you have to match component synergy to get the best sound quality out of your system, not the how much money you are going to spend. So that is my advice. You will hear the sound demo back to back in this video, and you decide which one you like and let me know in the comment below. That's it, my friend. Please enjoy your music. Thank you very much for watching and happy listening.
The sky, that's the color of love. There must have been an angel by my side. Something heavenly came down from above. He led me to you. He led me to you.
great. On the bass, Mr. Torigoe Keisuke-san. On the guitar, Oliver Yosuke-san. Yeah. So great. On the bass, Mr. Torigoe Keisuke-san. On the guitar, Oliver Yosuke-san. Yeah. great. On the bass, Mr. Torigoe Keisuke-san. On the guitar, Oliver Yosuke-san. Yeah.